Great ingredients, served with flair. A perfect combination, like you and Pick n Pay.
Well, guys, can't I have one of those GoPros on my head while I'm cooking in the kitchen with Michael Willifee? We're going to see what we can make for dinner in 10 minutes. Michael Willifee, what are the ingredients? What are we cooking? Good morning to you.
We're going to make an Iranian dish called sabir. It's very much a sort of Middle Eastern type of dish because the
Sabir.
Yes, the Jews from Iran moved across to Israel in the early 1950s, so it became very much a sort of a Middle Eastern dish. Now, what we're going to do is we're going to toast these slices, and we'll get them going in the meantime. And then we're going to do some aubergine slices. And we're going to serve the aubergine on top of the bread with a little bit of tahini, which is the smoked, which is the roasted sesame oil. And then we've got some chili salsa here, some mango atyar, and then I'm going to make a little Middle Eastern salad called a fatouche. Fatouche. And fatouche normally has little bits of crispy pita bread in it as well. But we're not going to do that because we've got the slices of bread on which we're going to serve it. And then it's got some boiled eggs here with the yolk still soft.
Okay.
So we'll put the toast, some of the tahini, and then the aubergines, and then we'll just break the egg on top, and then we'll garnish it with all the other little bits and pieces.
Now, I've read a lot about aubergines. I know that it's actually a berry.
Yes.
And it's originated in Asia. Am I right?
Yes, and it was originally white.
And it was originally white.
That's why it's called eggplant.
Yes, it was. But you get 3 different or 4 different or 5 different types of them as well.
Yes, you do.
Depending on the stages, it's actually just the way they grow during their lifetime.
Yeah.
And it's got nicotine in.
And they come in sort of long sausages or round ones like this.
Yeah.
In Asia, of course, you can get little ones,
Yes,
teensy little ones, which are just wonderful in stir fries. So what I'm doing now is I'm just peeling this, sort of leaving some sort of zebra stripy kind of
But I must say
there.
that we do say there is nicotine in there, but you've got to eat 9 kilograms or 10 kilograms of aubergine before you get the nicotine content of a cigarette.
It's not likely to happen,
So you can eat a normal aubergine. It's hardly any content in there. Now, these ingredients can get sent to your phone with our keyword today, dinner, DINNER, to 33728, and the ingredients will be sent right to your mobile phone. You can also watch the cooking segment, get the whole recipe on expressoshow.mobi.
Absolutely.
Oh, you're making little patterns there, I see.
Now these nice little slices. So we'll pop them in there, and we want to get them quite sort of dark brown.
I'm always worried when I cook because they go all soggy and mushy, and the skin comes off and it falls apart and it doesn't look nice.
Yeah,
it tastes good, but
they do soak up a lot of oil. But I think a lot of people find that part of the sort of enchantment of aubergines. Now let's just do the tahini sauce quickly.
Which is like some people call it like a peanut butter, but it's actually a sesame seed butter.
It's made from roasted sesame seeds.
And you can actually substitute and use it instead of peanut butter on your bread.
Yeah, you
know
can.
that?
Yeah, absolutely. So I'm just putting a little bit of garlic in there, a little splash of water.
Can I mix that?
Yes, you can. And then I'm going to just put a squeeze of lemon juice in there too.
Now, tahini you can buy at your Pick n Pay. It comes in
you can.
Like a jar, like a peanut butter jar.
Absolutely. And it's got that lovely smell of the...
Now, where did you get this recipe?
This sort of floating around. I read quite a lot. I read quite extensively, and I think maybe put a little bit more water in there. And I see things and I see ideas, and then I start sort of putting them together in my head.
And our tahini is full of healthy fats and healthy saturated fats.
Absolutely. Look how nice.
Very, very good.
This is toasting up now.
Do you think I need some more water? Becoming a bit pasty here.
Yeah, I think we can put a bit more water in there.
How are we doing for time, Michael? We've got just over 5
we're
minutes.
Doing well. We're doing very well here.
You know what happens if you don't make your meal in 10 minutes?
Absolutely. I have to do all the washing up.
Yep. But you've been good. You haven't done any washing up. You've made your 10 minutes.
Yeah, I think if I have to do the washing up, I can just sort of scamper off before the end of the program. Now we've got that. Fantastic.
Okay.
Now let's do the let's do the fattoush. As I said,
Fattoush.
Fattoush, it's an F-A-T-T-O-U-S-H. Normally has little bits of crispy, sort of stale pita bread that you've just sort of toasted up. But this is some of this lovely little mini cucumber and tomato. And we'll put some parsley in there. And then, again, we can just dress it with a bit of lemon.
Yes.
And some.
I'm watching our time there.
Some oil. Yeah, I'm watching the time too. Maybe you'd like to get our little cheat aubergines out of the oven for us.
While I'm doing that, Michael, tell me, what do you think of my hair?
It looks like you've been fighting with a feather duster. But I think
I must tell you, Sandy, who's Chad Simon's mom, phoned in a bit earlier. We didn't take her live, and she said she likes the hairstyle.
I do. I love it. I think it's such fun.
So Sandy, thanks for phoning in, and thanks for a wonderful son. Chad is an incredible guy.
Thank you.
I've got a lot of time to spend. I spent a lot of time with him since I moved to Cape Town, and what a nice guy. I think we should get him to taste this a bit later on.
Right.
Okay, so you made that in there. Did you put it in the oven at all, or should we just put it in the oven to keep warm?
We just put it in the oven just to keep warm.
Okay.
So now what we're going to do is we're going to take our couple of pieces of toasted bread.
340.
Nice if you've got a little ridged pan. And now we'll just put this whole thing together.
Okay.
So we'll put a little bit of tahini on top. This is really you can really almost do what you will with this dish, but I've got just a whole lot of little fun bits and pieces. So we'll put the aubergine on, and I think if you just like to grab some salt and pepper,
Yes.
and we'll just season the aubergine. That's lovely. Oh, it looks nice on the plate, eh?
It does, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I'll put a little bit on the side to decorate.
Top.
Getting really handy in the kitchen.
Absolutely. Right, now this should work.
Okay, so how long did you boil these eggs
These
for?
are done for 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
Yeah, and then just, oh, look at that. So you want to just open it so
But it looks raw, Michael.
No, it's cooked, sufficiently cooked.
So I can have the eggs like that. I've always been worried about
Absolutely. Yeah.
runny eggs. And how long before the time do you cook them?
You can cook them and you can just pop them in the fridge.
Even
So-
if they're raw like that?
Yeah.
See, I'm learning every day here on Espresso.
So yummy. Now we're going to play a little bit, and
You've got 2 minutes and 30 seconds to
got
play.
I've got a bit of chili salsa here, which will just sort of spice things up. And then we've got some mango achar here.
Which I get mine from Pick and Pay. I always see it on the shelf. This is
This is just
delicious.
so delicious. I love what they do with green mangoes in this achar.
I've never made achar before. Is it easy?
It's not difficult to make,
I
yeah.
think we must make it.
There we go.
Okay. But that doesn't really count as a meal, though.
Well, you'd have to put a steak with it, I think.
Okay. We'll make a steak and achar one day.
Absolutely. And
You
then
put your hummus on.
we put a bit of hummus on.
140.
Yeah, we're getting there. Don't worry, we're fine. We've got plenty of time. So you've
You're
got
so
all these
relaxed.
lovely
I'm
flavors.
panicking and you just
No,
relax.
there's no need to panic at all. And then I think what we'll do is we'll just put a little bit of the fattoush on top,
Fattoush.
and then we'll just put a good helping of the fattoush on the side.
This is so colourful and it looks so
I
gorgeous.
know, it really is a stunning dish.
And it's
And
also
it would
ideal
be-
for lunch or dinner.
Yeah, absolutely, and we love it. I mean, you can put some nice grilled chicken sort of with lemon and herbs on. And that is just such a sensational supper dish. As I
So-
say, perfect with a steak to go with it, or a piece of chicken, or whatever. And it's very colourful, and of course got all these wonderful flavours with the tahini and the hummus and the chili salsa and the
And now,
the
you know, our
mango
plates,
achar.
we've got the 100 Rand or less, 100, 200 or 200 plus. Where does
Absolutely.
this go?
This is going to go here on the green mat.
So you can make this
can
for
do
a
that.
family of 4. It's got everything you need. Vegetables, all nutrition,
Yep.
protein, starches,
the
all
lot.
in there
Absolutely.
for 100 Rand or less
Yep.
for a family of 4. I think that's incredible. Michael, ready for you? Great
That's it.
cooking with you. In 35 seconds, you had it all done. Well done.
Excellent.
High five.
I don't have to do the washing up.
No,
then.
you don't. Now, a carp report is holding a cook-off where they're looking for your favorite recipe. It could either be something that you've thought up on. You're not going to enter because you're really professional, you know it. Or you can send something you've made or your grandmother's favorite recipe. Here's some more details.